Bigbossjock, day 127 of the protest, episode 79 of the radio show. The mighty 750 kilohertz AM. Any countries who would like to listen in, well, if you're not familiar with me, you should be, and you're invited. Go ahead and track me at, well, I mean, everyone is anymore. There's one. I mean, they've watched me all along. I'm just saying, anyone else who wants to, one, other than the one I'm enslaved to, Cuba, and they come with a team. Venezuela also listens. They know how to track me at 74.9492 megahertz AM. And with your technology and a ham radio, pick me up at 750 kilohertz AM. If you want to have a conversation, wait till I start snoring and talk to me at 900 megahertz. And we can talk things over. King Sam calls me up regularly every night. I'm either on a program or live with an operator, and tortured to mumble back. That was as a child I was tortured. Programmed like a dog. And you people don't understand. It isn't zap zap, you're going to do that. It's zap zap, zap 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 zap. And the one who's in control fills with evil. And so as the session goes on, and this transpired for years, my whole education, grade school, this is how I spent the day going to school. And during the programming, as all evil does, it increases, say an abuser with their child. They can't control themselves and they keep abusing further and further until they abuse so much that the child shows damage and they felt bad for a moment. And they cut back and they think to themselves they'll never do that ever again, and they try not to. But what they have is an addiction similar to, and it's called abuse. They can't stop doing what was done to them, and they in turn do it again, repeat what was done, and that's to their children, others around them. With the MK Ultra program, it functions, psychology is similar, other than it was an adult-child relationship, such as many children have with their teachers, school counselors. It was carried out through the school system, using the principal's office, a front for MK Ultra programming. And they're going to blame it on the Cold War. It still goes on. Well, it was in the old years. I'm sure it's still here in the Title Ones. Their maintenance closet's gone. That's where I spend all day. Often. Radio. Bell day. So yo, Grand Jefe. Al entro a mí, nuestro único Dios, nuestro Señor. Es quien me ayuda a hacer la rima, y yo digo gracias a nuestro Señor. Esa sería la última emisión para hoy día. You understand, that's him, and he said, I'm going there to say this is wrong. And yeah, who are they with? They're with them. Have your ranch, and they say, they understand it's yours, and you can have it back. Which one? Ada County? Oh, her cousin Steve? Or my cousin Steve? So, oh, my cousin? That's right. Cousin Steve is the one who used to run the cattle. Yeah. to see what happens. Another day of doing the same, and that's playing the part of being a slave. I don't receive pay. Well, look at that 305. I mean, that 5 liter, that didn't work out. If I see the symbols, I don't make the buy, and that's all it is. I mean, I'll be polite, but I understand we're on different sides. And that's been the symbols of Galleta, and the murals, the tattoos, the written all over the place. I mean, they do tattoos. And I mean, I won't point them out exactly. I mean, it was just something I went and looked at and had. But I've learned in the past, if the symbols are there, and I get involved, things don't work out. So I politely recline. I said I was going to go and talk to a friend that could tell me about it. Yeah, his name's God. And as I was walking off, I was thinking to him, and yeah, if he let me know, nah, let's not go back. And I just figured I'd leave it at that. Yeah. I was in agreement. I know those signs are there, so I won't pursue. I figure I'll fix that 6. I'll have some unnecessary noise up in the top end, but I'm just going to get the bearings and fix the crank. I have another engine the same. I'll take the crank out of it, fix the rod that's knocking, and put a bearing set with a new head gasket on the top, gasket set, and it'll go for a lot of miles. Yeah, it won't have the same lope like it had when I had the new cam before I got glazed. From overheating. Strong engine. It'll take that kind of abuse. The knock's getting louder though, so I gotta get on that this week. I'm gonna order the pump head for the compressor. Now I can use the impact wrench and have that disassembled in a day. And I can move the pieces around. The engine's heavy. It has a complete unit. In pieces, I can move it with a hand truck and truck it where I want. Put it under the carport, put the other on the stand, take it out of the truck and put it back in. And then have it running good once more. That's my plan. It's odd riding around that truck. It's a 1960. I've had it now for 22 years. And as the times change, I mean, I really feel, I don't know, if you went for a ride in it, you'd understand. I'm not in 73, that was 13 years before. It's fun to drive, other than I need to fix some more things on it. Then it'll be real fun to drive. The feel, it's unique. Things are a lot simpler. Still get from point A to point B quite efficiently. Never have a car payment. Could last for the rest of my life if I choose that to be. Meaning when the things break, I fix them. And everything can be fixed. It's a throwaway society with cars that don't last very long. Those 50s, 60s, 40s, all the cars before the mid-70s. Right there, 73, that was the last. And they start changing. even 73, used a whole lot of gas for the little horsepower that they produce compared to a couple of years prior to that. Cut the emissions and increase the consumption. So when it all evened out, they were producing more emissions, had a fuel crisis, and the profiteers profited more. Four and a half months of this protesting out in front of the FBI field office. It's beginning to feel as if it might become a career, not just an occupation. I'll see if I'm out here next year. A half year will be the mark. I don't know, I'm gonna do something. I can't announce that. Maybe Sam will be sure to mess up my plans. Maybe I'll buy myself a sandwich. I don't know. Or I'll kick back. A half year. I'm looking forward to November. December. The climate gets a little colder. Marijuana smoking. Bud sampling. It's a good time of the year. Lots of varieties at that time. This will be the last broadcast today. That's it. For me, the Bigbossjock. I'm gonna move my way down the street. First, I'm gonna climb up and get in the seat. That's the truck. That's a 4-wheel drive, and I need to do some work on that. The U-joints. Oh, they hurt that truck. Intentionally broke pieces, revved it up, put in the gear, snapped the crankshaft for their big event. That was Junior Bush. And my sign, it says Bush Crime Family, straight pins inserted into my eyeballs through my testicles. Senior and Junior Bush tortured me. Pins they connected. Zap zap, electroshocked. Redding, California, F.B.I. field office. Yeah. Junior was Senior had a big event at the Cow Palace, and they towed the truck to San Francisco. I don't believe they flighted it in like they did to Iquitos. That's right. And they put it at the entrance. And part of the abuse was sexual abuse. Public sexual abuse with them participating. Many, many, many. Hundreds. And them means men from my past, principally. There were some women. Hundreds of them, anyone that I ever knew. I mean, people that I met for an hour. Different places, shops. Along the way, got on board. And they were there once more, telling me they were tired of being at these events. Because they took the bait back in the day. Didn't tell me what was going on, took some pay, and then got caught up in the game, blackmailed, and are till this day, they always obey. Anyways, Junior, he broke my crankshaft. I'm not real happy about that. And at the house, he took a hammer and hammered off the... reminds you, I gotta weld that on there. I can do it. No problem. But he did things like this. Took a hammer and hammered off the metal support off the axle. And then they took it and bounced it in the mountain some more so it'd bend the axle further than it was already bent. And that's the whole story why it was bent. I bought a new one. It's supposed to work good. I bought it from Sam. With a disguise on, a mask. And that'll be for tomorrow. Maybe the next day. I have plenty of time to reminisce. It's been enjoyable having you along with me, audience. Have yourselves a good afternoon. I will be back tomorrow. This is Bigbossjock. And before I sign off, I do like to show my gratitude and saying thank you to our one only God, Father in heaven, Allah. He's who helps me do this one. So yo, el gran jefe, esa sería la última emisión hoy día. Hasta mañana, sintonía. Y antes que voy, me gustaría decir gracias a nuestro Señor. Es quien me ayuda a hacer esta rima. Y yo digo gracias a nuestro único Dios, nuestro Señor. Soy yo, el gran jefe. Hasta mañana, sintonía. Firmando fuera.